Welcome to Sunday's Thop Talk. Hope you are all super excited what going to be discussed today. So for today, we are going to discuss a YouTube video, a interview with Ratan Tata. It's about moving the Tata Group beyond India. So we are going to, as a team, we are going to seek insights from this video and we are going to discuss about it. And I'm going to play this video now in this event. I request you all to pay a little attention to listen to each word uh, what they are communicating. So let's don't waste our time in introduction. Let's kickstart our session with our own note. This is who I am. Talented, energetic, astonishing mindset. I can do anything and everything. I talk. I care. I respect everyone. I see beauty in everyone. I am connected by hearts and driven by values. I celebrate everyone. I provide value to everyone. I take ownership in everything I do. I have freedom to make mistakes. I learn as I go. I am mad to make a difference. I love disruptive ideas. I make impossible things possible. I'm strong to question. I believe in dreaming big. If I do not dare to dream big, am I really living? Why be ordinary when I can be extraordinary? I should be driven by my goals, not by egos. I can do it. I will do it. I will not hope for the best. I will be the best. This is so. In few seconds, I am going to.
I always like Ratan Tata. I mean, he speaks in such a humble way. Uh, and, even though he was a chairman in 1991, and before that, he had to work in the shop floor when his uncle was owning the whole Tata industry. He was working in the shop floor. And then when he became a chairman, he talked about how it was difficult for him. So remember that part, for myself also. Just because you're trying to do something good doesn't mean other people are going to uh, just say, okay, go ahead, do it. Uh, and sometimes you might be thinking about doing good, and your actions actually might not be the correct actions. You don't know that. And so, people might stop you. So, the way people there will always be judgments on you, there will always be criticisms on you, and there will be days when you feel, why am I doing all of this? um, you know just know that it is what happens to everyone. And especially for all of you, you have a team, you have a group of people who you can talk to, who you can grow with, who will say, hey, it's okay. And then if things are not going well, that's fine today. We're all there with you. So uh, you know keep going after your goals, because that's what you want. It should be your goals. Okay. Anyway, this is like, every time I listen to him, I get inspired. Thank you, Chandan. I watched the entire video.
Thank you, sir. Uh, can I get comments from everyone? Yes, Nikhil.
Thank you so much, Chandan, for sharing this video. And I could actually relate so much, very much to our toppers team, how we started and everything. And eventually, I started feeling like every journey might need that kind of maybe it's a cycle. There was, I think, few years back, Sean sir shared a video like everything is repeating. Like there is only one particular cycle which happens and it repeats in different ways in different fields. Sir, do you remember that word? Is that the cycle? Yeah. There. So I was feeling like every organization will go through this kind of cycle of how uh, and how people like the way it changes from the beginning and uh, the challenges it faces and everything. And I actually have few noted down few relatable things which I think which will help us see how we are now and how we can actually move, actually see our future as bright as it is. And so coming to the first start of how Ratan Tata told he was in US and he jumped into like he had to come to India to take care of Tata Group and everything. I just felt like this was very relatable to how our team started. Like Shravan sir was in US, right? And the culture difference was very relatable. Like he came to the company and he started rationalizing jobs. Like basically, like he started bringing in operations and different things which are mechanical things which will eventually drop the jobs, right? So he was able to do that because he had that exposure of different culture. And understanding this culture was also important because that's when you try to you need that different perspective to make a difference in that particular uh, community. And at the same time you need to understand the community to make it better, right? So that was very much relatable to our team. Like Shravan sir was in US system and his ideas and everything evolved with his journey, right? So people used to always say like whatever idea sponsor says, people used to say like this is not US, this doesn't work here. I heard these words more than like many hundred times, like from from the faculty who we were engaging with, and from most of them they even used to tell to Shawan sir, Shawan, this is India, this doesn't happen here. People don't change here. Students don't want to do this. Students don't are not really excited. So these are all things which I feel like are needed, that we needed change to happen from that particular thoughts to the the confidence we have been building since years. And I think that needed that different culture exposure experience, and also willingness to patiently understand that particular community and culture. And that was very relatable, and I really, and every step he was telling, I felt very relatable. And the way he mentioned how they took on the challenges, like or the ideas, like they wanted to be in the aviation, right? But this video was 10 years ago. But still I felt like it is important for all of us to understand their story so that we can relate to it. So they couldn't get into the aviation earlier, but now, as we all know, like Air India was is under Tata now. So they there was like they had that big ideas, or they wanted to get into something big, and I was relating it to the different big ideas we all have, like Top University and everything, which we are not able to concentrate at this moment. But I definitely think with time we will definitely reach a stage where things will go in a way like we will be able to make that big ideas we are working on happen. And this created that positive energy to me. And the I think the way he mentioned about the Jaguar and Land Rover acquisition, I think most of you know, like uh, earlier Ford did not see Tata Group or anything like a big. They did not really respect them at a point, but after some time, due to some issues Ford faced, so Tata bought the shares of the Land Rover and the other. So I feel like sometimes in our journey, people might not believe in how we are going. They might think like this is the right way, you are going in a wrong way, or people might not really support us, or like feel that we are working on something which won't work. But I think when I feel like our team is more driven based on the values, and we are a positive, we really want positive and good things to happen to others. So I believe, yes, they might be good suggestions or whatever it is, but at that moment we might need some different steps, so we can move forward with what our gut feeling says. And I felt like we should just accept whatever they say and move forward with whatever we are aiming for. And eventually, like, this has been happening since many many times when we started as at OECD, and then eventually we were asked to join back to some group where, and then eventually we took different steps, right? And to Thop itself, from there to Thopers, I felt like this is a cycle which there will be a time wherein I feel like maybe we will be asked to take take care of Usmania University or many big universities because of our model's ability to change the way people study. So I could relate a lot with that. And also to say with the need of the society and everything that Ratan Tata mentioned, I could relate with how we take the new people into the team. Like, when we we are based in, like, to assist and support each other in the group, and support each other in their goals and everything, right? And build that confidence. So I felt like that is how, and we generate projects based on, most often based on, like, how we started with that, like how the coming person is in need of, like, suppose say Surya, it started with Surya, like Surya wanted to go for PhD, and then we started creating ecosystem, or like the surrounding which will assist Surya to do it. So we are based in the need of the people who are joining. So I feel when we are such based in such thoughts, it would be challenging to fix on to something, because at that moment we wouldn't be able to be so open to some new ideas or some big things we might be doing. And I always, it is always challenging to have such discussions, but I think with time we will figure out. So I mainly felt like this video would help us relate to uh, an organization which is growing exponentially with the culture and the value system we had. And most of the Indians trust Tata as far as I know. And it built that trust because it it is it really cares about people. So when you really care about people, people really trusts you. And I think that is a good inspiration we can take. And there will be different phases for any journey, right? So Tata did face that challenges. Maybe we are at point 1 or point 20. Maybe Tata is at 15 or 1, or it is a different journey. But I feel that like that cycle is it repeats for every organization, I guess. And uh, I feel like at this moment our team is into different phase. Like we are in need of new energy or whatever it is. So we might feel like we we are starting from zero, but I feel maybe the zero we are thinking is a different at a different level on an overall scale. So we might not repeat the same mistakes, or there is I always feel there is a good thing which will happen. And when we really have that intention, good intentions, eventually we will take our our ideas or our way of doing things into the next level, I feel. Yeah, sorry for taking so much time, Chandan, but this was a really inspiring video for me. And I really wanted this video to be listened by all of us, because we might not have that. When we are together watching it, we can, if I talk such things, whatever I talk now, you would relate to it very quickly, rather than if I listen to it and come to tell it, you might not really be able to be in the sync. So I just wanted this to happen. Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you so much, Anna, talking a lot about the video and also correlating it with our top words. And it was actually good to hear your voice. Thank you, Sean, sir.
Yeah, very well said, Nikhil. Uh, Today, I went to a party అనమాట. It was, I think, it was Satyanarayan Puja and one person's birthday. So it was a lot of people came, and we went. I went there, and I met people who I haven't met for, I don't know, 5 years, 10 years, and these are the people I met. I began my journey with them in 2000, so 23 years ago. So I saw them today, and we were talking about one of the people. uh, I bought a house from one of the persons who, they bought a sofa at that time, and they had to really carry it all the way down into the basement. And they said, oh my god, we are never going to take it away from there. It was heavy, and they did it. And so he was asking, hey, is that sofa still there? And I said, I don't know, it might be there. But we were talking about, so it was 23 years ago, right? So I said, if we could, when we were doing things, did we plan for 23 years into the future? He said, no, Shravan, we never thought it that way. I said, don't you think we should plan for 23 years down the road? 23 years will happen just like that. And if we could go back in time and plan 23 years ago, what would we do differently? And so we just talked about that. And then one of our other friends who's there, he started a Indian cultural event 33 years ago. Think about it. And at that time, there were, I don't know, 5 families maybe. So they used to just do it in one of the houses every Diwali. 33 years later, now we fill up auditoriums, big auditoriums. We fill it up. And we collect money anywhere between 30 to $60,000, sometimes even more per year. And so we have been, now this is all coming from the Indian community every year. And we give it to some community. We gave it to the police one time. We gave it to the firefighters one time. We gave it to the library one time. We gave it to orphanage one time. We gave it to the homeless community one time. Now we are giving it to the university. What we are doing is, I mean, when I say we, I'm also part of that community, right? But I am not really doing it. So he was telling me that the money is going to go to supporting some scholarships at the university. And so we were just talking about how a event 33 years ago has given, I don't know how many crores of rupees we have given. Uh, Even if we say approximately 30,000 for 30 years, how much is it? 9 million? Yeah. Antena? Ante, 9 million. So $9 million we have given over 30 years. So you don't know, the small steps which you're doing without, without realizing, they become big steps over time. So now we are, because we are going to do it at a university, and these are going to be something called endowments. So this 60,000 will go into an endowment, and the interest from that endowment will give scholarships to students. So this is going to be, so the name of the, it will say Indian, donated by Indian people of Colorado Springs, or something like that. So why I'm bringing this up is, if we don't do this for our community, we don't say, oh, this is like, we are not going to do anything for Colorado Springs. Why would Colorado Springs do anything for us? If suppose someone comes and hurts an Indian, we have been caring for our community for so long. So the police will come, these politicians will come, because we have given so much money to all of these people. Now the police, politicians, all of them will come and help us out. And that's what happened also. Whenever there was a problem, the people came and helped us out. So two things I want you to get. One is, time just passes away quickly. Okay. So make sure to think from two levels. One is really long term, and then also think short term. Have both ways. Like he talked about the microscopic way and the telescopic way, right? So I think each one of you should do that. Uh, there was another point which I wanted to tell. But anyway, so just know that a lot of things will keep opening up for you guys. So be nice to each other. Always be nice to each other. Trust me, that is probably the most important thing you can do to each other. Okay?
Thank you everyone for being in, listening to video and sharing your comments. Uh, have a good Sunday. Bye for now.